If you had $10,000 sitting in a bank account right now, would it grow faster in Mumbai or in New York? The answer might surprise you, and it is not what most finance influencers tell you. Everyone assumes America is the land of wealth building. Higher salaries, stronger dollar, mature markets. But when you actually break down real returns after inflation, after taxes, after cost of living, the picture flips completely depending on where you stand and what you are optimizing for. Let's start with the raw numbers. The average savings account in the United States pays close to nothing, often under 1% annually. Meanwhile, Indian savings accounts and fixed deposits regularly offer 6 to 7%. On paper, India wins instantly. But hold on. Inflation in India has historically run higher too, sometimes 5 to 6% a year. So that 7% fixed deposit is barely beating inflation, sometimes losing to it. In the US, inflation has cooled significantly through 2025 and 2026, which means even a smaller return holds more real value. Now let's talk equities, because this is where the real story lives. The S&P 500 has delivered roughly 10% average annual returns over the last several decades. India's Nifty 50 has actually outpaced that in many recent stretches, driven by a young population, digital adoption, and a manufacturing shift away from China. Here is the twist nobody talks about. Currency matters more than either market. The Indian rupee has depreciated against the dollar almost every single year for the past 2 decades. So even if your Nifty investment grows 12% in rupee terms, once you convert that back to dollars, a chunk of that gain quietly disappears. This is why NRIs, non-resident Indians, often feel like they are running on a treadmill. Their Indian investments look great in local terms but stay flat or even shrink when measured in dollars. On the flip side, if you are an Indian investor earning in rupees and spending in rupees, that currency depreciation does not touch you the same way. Your local purchasing power is what matters, and by that measure, Indian equities have quietly built more first-generation millionaires in the last 10 years than almost any other emerging market. So which country actually grows your money faster? The honest answer is, it depends entirely on your currency of income and currency of spending. If you earn dollars and plan to spend dollars, the US ecosystem, index funds, retirement accounts like the 401k, and employer matching, is extremely difficult to beat because of tax-deferred compounding. If you earn rupees and plan to spend rupees, India's growth story, higher GDP growth, expanding middle class, and rising domestic consumption gives you an edge that raw percentage comparisons completely miss. There is one more factor almost nobody mentions: taxation. Capital gains tax in the US can eat into your return significantly depending on your income bracket. India's long-term capital gains taxation on equities, while it has increased in recent years, is still comparatively investor-friendly for buy-and-hold strategies. Here is the real lesson. Stop comparing countries like it is a scoreboard. Start comparing your own income currency, your own spending currency, and your own investment horizon. That is the only comparison that actually decides where your money grows faster. If this broke down something you always assumed but never actually verified, that is exactly the kind of financial clarity this channel exists for. Subscribe, because the next video breaks down exactly how much money you need to retire comfortably in India versus the United States, and the number will surprise you.